Hello everyone and welcome back to Rocky Ridge Auto. Today we're going to be comparing these 22 Nissan Frontier SVs, but they have a name in them that is a little bit different. So right here you have the 2022 Nissan Frontier SV Crew 4x4. While on this side you have a 2022 Nissan Frontier SV Crew Cab 4x4. And of course the ones I'm comparing here are in white, but don't worry, Frontiers come in multiple different variations of colors, so don't worry about that. Let's go ahead and first check out the exterior differences of these Frontier trucks. I do have to say, from the front, both of them look very similar, not many differences in the front, same grille, same kind of look in the front area. So let's go ahead and check out the back area. So the main difference that you'll notice is that the crew cab here has one concealed window in the back that makes a nice back window. But if we go ahead and pan over to the crew, you can notice that it has a middle back sliding window. So of course, a nice little feature that you can have, so you can go ahead and open that up, while in the crew cab you do not have that option. And of course you can see that the crew cab here has a bed cover, but you can go ahead and buy that for any truck and add that on. Just so happens that this one has one on it already. But those are pretty much the main differences from a locked vehicle. If we go ahead and unlock them and take a look at the inside of the bed liner, you can notice that this crew has a dark bed liner that is nice and neat, while on the other hand, the crew cab over here has a metal unfinished look. While you can go ahead and buy a bed liner for your truck, the crew cabs are most primarily used for work vehicles, so most of them are kept that way. But overall, those are the two main differences between the beds in these vehicles. If we go ahead and take a look at the keys now, on the keys, of course, you have your lock and unlock, and you have your alert system. But if we go ahead and take a look at the key on the right, the Crew 4x4 key, you have remote start added. So you can go ahead and start your vehicle up, easy as that, while the Crew cab does not have that option. One little last thing for the exterior is that the Crew cab here does not have proximity/keyless entry, while the Crew does. So you can go ahead and enter and exit your vehicle from one press of a button. But I think that's the gist for outside. Let's go ahead and check the interior of these Frontiers. First up is the interior. The crew cab over here has a gray cloth material, both in the front and back, but overall still a great look. You can go ahead and sit 3 people back here, or you can go ahead and put down the middle seat for an armrest with cup holders, but that is also the same for the crew. So if we go ahead and take a look at the crew interior, you have your light tan interior that is a mix from a beige and brown, and you have that in the back as well, and you do have a middle seat, of course, that folds down. So pretty much the same layout other than the interior colors. This isn't something that needs comparing, but both of the vehicles do have the same startups. Both have push start buttons, so nice and convenient. You can go ahead and start up your vehicle that way. But if we go ahead and take a look at the steering wheels, the crew cab here has a lot of options like your hands-free calling, voice commands, and stereo options, as well as of course your regular cruise control options. But if we go ahead and take a look at the crew steering wheel, mostly the same, but you also have the option for pre-collision alerts, so you can go ahead and adjust that here on the right hand side. But overall, just a little added feature. But we go ahead and take a look over to the left hand side of the steering wheel. For the crew here, you have tons of options for buttons and areas like your all-around sensors, while on the other hand, the crew cab does not have those options. Which the main thing you'll notice between the crew and the crew cab is that the crew here has proximity entry, as well as of course your blind spot alerts, so you can go ahead and be alerted by that. While if we go ahead and take a look at the crew cab mirror, you do not have that feature. It's just a little bit of an added safety feature, nice to have but not always needed. If we take a look at the inside and the center console, both of them have the same layout and one charging port, but of course you can go ahead and have a nice armrest. So you have your brown armrest for the crew and your black armrest for the crew cab. And of course you have a little organizer, but you can go ahead and buy that for any inside of the center console. If we take a look underneath the climate controls, this is where you'll notice the biggest difference, which the crew cab does not have any heated seats or the heated steering wheel, while in the crew you have heated seats for both the driver and passenger, as well as your parking sensors and heated steering wheel. Same kind of deal in the back. Here in the crew cab you just have 2 charging ports, regular, normal, nothing else added, while in the crew you have your 2 charging ports and outlet. But that's pretty much the gist for comparing these 2022 Nissan Frontier SV 4x4s. Of course, they have plenty of features outside of the ones I mentioned, including they have amazing performance, as well as interior comfort, durability, capability, as well as safety and technology, and of course, most of them have a nice, solid design. So that's all I have for today. Thanks so much for joining, and I'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.